The area we refer to as Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, is actually about 8 or 9 communities. It's about 70 miles from top to bottom. It ranges all the way from Georgetown, South Carolina, all the way into North Carolina, a little city up there called Charlotte. It's absolutely beautiful. Now, today we're in the north side of Myrtle Beach in the community called North Myrtle Beach. This is Barefoot. It's one of my favorites. I absolutely love it, and I know you like it too, Jason.
I do, Charlie. We are at Barefoot Resort today, and we're taking a look at some beautiful residential options. You know, people love to come vacation here at Barefoot because they love Barefoot Landing. They love the shops, the live entertainment, and the dining options. Right?
Yeah, let me jump in right there. Barefoot Landing is absolutely spectacular. This is Intercoastal Waterway right behind us. On the other side of the Intercoastal is Barefoot. It's recently been revitalized with a lot of cash rolling into it, and it's a show place now. Of course, there's entertainment, there's great shopping. You got to go by the Pepper Palace. They know me at the Pepper Palace. That's one of my favorite shops on the planet, but the food is unbelievable. Greg Norman has a place there, but the little hidden gem, and you know I love Italian food, Umberto's. It is absolutely phenomenal. Go to Umberto's, tell them Charlie sent you. What do you got lined up for us today in terms of housing?
Well, that's a great question. We have a perfect villa. You know, right now we're at the Edgewater community. So here inside of Barefoot Resort, Charlie, you have a lot of different housing options. You have everything from condos where you can do vacation rentals and maybe come stay once a year, right? Then you also have everything up to custom homes that cost over $1 million in private gated communities, the Dye Estates here at Barefoot, and pretty much everything in between. Today we're at Edgewater Villas, and this is also a private gated community inside the Barefoot Master Complex. And you can do rentals in here, but they're restricting them to at least 1 month or longer. So that takes away a lot of the short-term vacation renters that like to come in here to Barefoot. And it kind of caters itself more to your second home and permanent residence here inside of Barefoot. It's a great option that we find for our clients and customers that maybe want to come and stay here along the Grand Strand, relocate here permanently, but they still love to vacation or like to go visit those grandbabies. You can lock up these, leave them for 4 months, come right back, and they look and feel the exact same.
72 holes of golf here. We'll get into that a little bit later, but right now, let's go check out this cool villa.
Let's go.
So Jason, what I really like about the villa lifestyle is that everything is taken care of, right? So you don't have to worry about mowing the grass, you don't have to worry about maintenance. I love it so much that I actually live in a townhome right on the Intercoastal Waterway, about 18 miles south of here, folks. And I just like that everything is taken care of. I can focus on living my life, not worried about doing all the maintenance and all the other things that you typically need to do with home ownership.
Yeah, and you hit the nail on the head, living your life. You know, when we work for a lot of clients that are looking to relocate and call this place home, they're coming here to live their life, to do things outdoors, to enjoy the lifestyle that the Grand Strand offers. And that's why I wanted to showcase Edgewater at Barefoot. You know, Barefoot Resort has wonderful housing opportunities from your townhomes, patio homes, all the way up to your beautiful custom homes. But Edgewater allows you to lock it up, leave, come back, and it looks and feels the same.
And that's what I really like. And let's say if you live in an area where the drive is a little bit too much, you can fly here. And by the way, if you don't know it, the Myrtle Beach Airport is spectacular. We're nonstop to over 60 destinations right now. I think I've gone in and out of most all of them, you know, from Dallas, Chicago, Rochester, Buffalo. New York is easy to get into Myrtle Beach. It's only an hour and 10 minutes nonstop. So you come here, and let's say you're like me and you like having a souped up golf cart with a really cool stereo in it. You keep that here at your villa or your townhome, and you just Uber here. And you don't need to have a rental car. You don't need to keep a separate car here, because at Barefoot you can easily get to the golf courses. You can get to Barefoot Land. You got restaurants. You got entertainment. Heck, you can even get to the beach from here in your golf cart. That's a lifestyle, whether it's full time, a month or two at a time, or just weekends. That's a lifestyle that's very appealing to a lot of people.
It really is, and that's why this place is one of the top golf course residential communities that we wanted to highlight. And you know, a lot of people here golf cart at the beach, but where do I park it? You know, Edgewater allows residents to be able to park their golf carts on property because you're able to have the parking garage here. And not many condos or townhome complex come with garages, let alone a parking garage that's covered. So it's just really nice option. And again, you know, this is a really spacious 2-bedroom villa. The 3 bedrooms are very nice in here as well. You have some that have waterway views, others golf courses views. And speaking of the golf course, it's a great amenity to have a Barefoot.
Well, it is world class. Barefoot, the golf is, everything else about it is too.
Yeah.
Let's go have a closer look at these golf courses.
I'm excited, let's go.
You got it.
Oh, so close, Charlie. I'm gonna need some help out here.
Yeah, you need some help for sure.
Yeah, so we are out here at the Barefoot Resort Golf practice facilities. This is beautiful out here, Charlie.
Yeah, it absolutely is beautiful. This is a big practice facility because it serves 3 of the 4 golf courses here. And there's not many places on the planet that can go toe-to-toe with Barefoot Resort having 72 holes. And if you look at the designers here, absolutely spectacular. You got a Greg Norman design golf course right behind us. It's a little sharky. Around the greens, the bunkering in particular, it has some features that you see the sandbelt down in Australia in the Melbourne area. Just absolutely wonderful. Tom Fazio, his golf course here is absolutely beautiful, as you would expect from a Tom Fazio golf course. Sure. And now the Davis Love course, it's probably the most fun of the 4 golf courses here. In fact, many years it's voted by the locals as their favorite golf course in all of Myrtle Beach. Right. It's really, really a neat golf course. The most difficult one, the Pete Dye course, it hosts every year, the Monday after the Masters, Celebrity Pro-Am. That's every year the largest single-day fundraiser in the state of South Carolina. My buddies in the band Hootie and the Blowfish have been putting it on for years, and I get a chance. I've gone to every one of them except for 2 since it started right at about 30 years ago. So it's a great event and a great golf course, but it is the most difficult of the 4 golf courses that Pete Dye is.
Yes, it is a great tournament, and you know, when you tee it up at the Dye course, it is a very intimidating golf course.
It is, and Pete Dye, there's some secrets, you know, like inside baseball stuff when you play a Pete Dye golf course.
Tell me.
The first thing you got to realize when you play a Pete Dye golf course is when you stand up on any tee box for the first time, there's things out there that visually intimidate you. I mean, they're really scary. Yeah. But after you've played it a few times, you realize these fairways are a little wider than what I thought they were. There's actually some room to play to out there because he wants his golf courses, when he did all these amazing design work throughout his career, he wants them to be strategic. Right. And what that means is that if you hit it in one side of the fairway versus the other, you're going to have a better angle. You're going to have some sort of advantage. So remember that if there's a lot of trouble on one side of a Pete Dye fairway, challenge it. Try and hit it close to the water, close to the bunker, close to the creek. You're going to be rewarded with a second shot that's a lot shorter and also a better angle. And then the other thing I want to talk about with Pete Dye, on the greens, traditionally people think, okay, I'm on a green, it's tilted towards the lake, the ball's going to break towards the lake. Always. Not with Pete Dye. Really? Yeah, a lot of times Pete Dye will take a green that's right by a lake and he'll tilt it away from the lake, okay, which is, it messes with your brain. Sure. But here's what to look for. That water, instead of going into the lake, is going into a low-lying area, and you'll find some little catch basin. There's generally a small little drain in the bottom of that catch basin, and the golf ball breaks the way the water drains. So if you find those little catch basins, treat them as golf ball magnets. And if you do that in particular at Pete Dye golf courses, you'll read the greens a lot better.
Love that tip, Charlie. I love listening to you talk about golf. There's so much wisdom and knowledge there. I'm definitely going to apply that next time. And you know, you got a lot of great golf options and opportunities here at Barefoot Resort, similar to all of the opportunities and choices you have for residential housing. So there's no secret why Barefoot is one of the top residential golf course communities here along the Grand Strand.
This is really going to make you mad.
Left hand, get it in there.